You done heard 1,000 times before that there's no history of the Israelites ever being in Egypt, right? What if I told you that I found the city of the Hebrews in Egypt, hidden in plain sight? And I'm going to bring it out at the Passover. This Passover 2016. I'm going to drop today's word.
Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We teach that according to the Bible and also history, the blacks that are in the West Indies and all throughout the Caribbean and in America, that they are the real Jews. Yeah, that's right. And like one thing what us as blacks need to understand is that this is not just an individual attack. This is an attack on every single one of us. Why? Because when you're taking economics from us and you're trying to get that into your community, that is an attack. We understand that we can't go to them and then try and get them to buy in our corner shops or any kind of business that we own. So I mean that shows a big disrespect as well. So it shows that they look down upon us, that they can actually come onto us and go, look, if I take 50% off, you can come to me. When, come on, all of us on the show understand that you can't go to them and try and bargain with them to come to your shops. So it lets us know that they lack disrespect for us, and also they're attacking us too. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if... Yeah, okay, cool.
Something that she didn't have. So the customer went to a next shop, which is owned by one of the Indian people. Okay? And when she went to the shop, the boss for the shop told her, said, whatever you wanted over that black lady shop, we got it here and we will give you at a cut price. Because we need to crush that black lady and make sure she stops selling wigs, weave on, and all those hair that the ladies them seems to like to wear. So that is what we're debating today. Why is it that those people and the reason underneath it, the whole deep reason why they're fighting us and we ourselves are fighting ourselves. Officer, you can continue, sir.
Yeah. So, you know, like, you can't just look at this as, well, it's just like her. This happens all over the UK. Like, for instance, where we're at, it's in Birmingham, and this has happened to black businesses over here as well, where like other corner shops, they're trying to fight against them, and now for them to even dare to even do something like that shows the level of respect that they have for us, because we already know and understand that we can't go to them and tell them to buy from us. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. We wouldn't even dare do anything like that. So automatically it already shows us how they look at us, like as if we're that dumb that we're not gonna go to our own, but we would rather go to them. So, you know, this shows us that us as blacks, we need to come together and start to spend between one another, because I'm really glad that she made that recording too, because many black-owned businesses, they don't want to talk about it, you know, because I have spoke to some personally myself, and you know, they won't really get into it, or they'll just talk about it very vague. So you know, it's a good thing that she done too, but us as black people, we need to stop spending amongst them and start to spend amongst one another, because even amongst us, just in the UK alone, we are a big spending power, even over here by itself. So you know, this is just a wake-up call to every black man in the UK right now. You know what I mean? Because when you could base that now, there was a article done, and a woman saying that in the black Caribbean community, our spending power is 300 billion. So now imagine if we had that amongst us, instead of it going out amongst all of them. So you know, them doing that, they understand that we can make them rich, and that's why they want us to be, you know what I mean, be going into their corner shops and to their suppliers. But you know what I mean, if we took that to ourselves.
You are experiencing the same sabotage in Birmingham as well, where you reside at the moment.
Yes, I've spoke to people that own black-owned businesses, and they're experiencing the exact same thing as well.
Okay.
So
Let's get a couple of other calls from a couple of other listeners, and then you call again.
New York is calling. New York is calling. New York is calling. Let me take a call from New York. Yo, General.
Yo,
Day in night church, my brother.
Yeah, I'm here today. Church, I go on good, man, today.
So what? Even though I sent out the thing, I can't find the video in my phone. What's the name of the shop again?
The shop is X-Sandy Beauty Care, I think, huh?
X-Sandy. Yeah.
X-Sandy Beauty Care, right? Lewisham Shopping Center.
But my people, I want to know how people log on to this. This is New York City calling, and that was Birmingham before. So even though when we send out the thing, people from all over the world have view and know, say, boom, injustice are going. So, Anton, could you, me and you was talking yesterday, could you say a couple words towards the thing?
Right, so, we are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, right?
Yeah.
And we deal with injustices toward the black, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic, Latino, Indian communities, right?
Yeah.
And so, only person brought this situation to me, and our group has come to expound on it specifically, you understand?
Straight up.
Right, so this is a problem that we face. It's like we're cursed in this place, you know what I'm saying? But no matter what we do and no matter what we try, we always get a fight, you know? And we always get beaten down in the fight, because just like if someone beat you up and you don't have your own people to defend you,
You're gonna get beat
then
up.
you're gonna get your face in the floor, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening to us right now. X-Sandy are trying to think. X-Sandy is our people now.
As a matter of fact, you know, Anton, X-Sandy is a friend of a friend's friend. So my brother Liquor Star just called me and tell me that I know her friend, so she's not too far from the link anyway. You know what I mean? Even though I don't know the lady personally, but the plight that she's in, that they will sell the customers, her customers, them at half price or so, and trying to crush her out of business. And we still go there and buy stuff from them. Because some people don't give a damn that the fact that it's a black lady trying to do a business, the fact that they can get it half price, they're going to go to the half price place. You know?
Right, so X-Sandy, right? This is the system, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like how she's a friend of a friend of a friend to you.
Yeah.
I bet you any amount of money, man. The person who's listening to this radio show right now, man, they are also a friend of a friend of a friend to that person also.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So we one family, man. We, from Brixton to Tottenham to Harlem, man, we all connected, man.
Just
you know what I'm saying? X-Sandy so go walking on your Sunday dinner, man, on any random day, you know what I'm saying? So they have to understand that this is family, man. So family supporting white people. The Indian don't support the family supporting one another.
And we're not being racist. We're just talking what is.
Right. That's not. Cause we not talking against any race today. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We are talking about being self-sufficient today.
And supporting each other.
And supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? To understand how to build up ourselves, because we are beaten down, man. We're so beaten down that we don't even know that we're beaten down. You know what I'm saying? To the point where we don't even recognize that we need to make a change on how we show our love.
Is there any way that you think that we could exploit this offer that he made, that he will sell the stuff at half price or some other price? Could we go there, buy some stuff at half price, bring it back to X-Sandy, and then she sell it back?
Yeah, I mean that's a wonderful idea, but our people are so beaten down that we probably won't even be able to afford that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we have to know where our loyalty is. To know that even if the enemy comes to sell his food at a half price, we ain't gonna support the enemy. You understand?
But our mindset is not like that. We are gonna go for the bargain.
Right. But that's the mindset that we need to change, because that's the mindset that we don't have, but that's the mindset that we need. That's a survival mindset in a pastor.
Yeah.
I'm saying that it's all about survival.
And that's where we're at. We're just surviving. We're not thriving. We're not being successful. We're at the bottom of the food chain right now.
Man, we are at the bottom of the pit, man. You know what I'm saying? And we are not making no effort to climb after that, man. You know what I'm saying? Here comes X-Sandies trying to give you a step, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give you something. Give you trying to lay your first step out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give you a hand so you can at least reach a wall. You know what I'm saying? To climb over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's each one help one. And we have to know who to help. You know, some of us, we're going to help some other people, for example, Africans. For example.
Yeah.
African, they run down with the money gun in Nigeria, man. Go and do their thing. After we, I mean, you know, the business in Jamaica, go and go. Why is that? Because it's crabbing a barrel business, man. Crabbing a barrel business, brother.
Yeah.
We don't want help one another. We're all going to try to drown on one another. She come with a thing and then me and Rasta man call in and say, yo.
Yes, because when we send out that video, and there was a few Rasta friends of mine that was saying the lady she shouldn't even have a business that sell fake products, but we still cannot look at it like that. Even though I love to see a girl with her natural hair more than to see a girl wearing synthetic, but at the same time, if people are buying it, at least try to buy it from your people.
Right, because I'm sure if something else was in demand, you'll be selling that also. You know what I'm saying? But from a Rastafari's point of view, they're talking about their personal point of view based on their ideology.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are dealing with their ideology. We're not dealing with dreadlock business. Why? Because their complaint was that we lost our identity, but wearing dreadlocks is not our identity. You know, the East Indians wear dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? That's not an identical personal custom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just like how you wear dreadlocks is dead here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Weave
is dead in the same thing. You understand? So not expanding on that too much. The focus is black businesses.
Yeah.
And how we don't love one another. Are we willing to say something right before we can say something good? Because we don't love one another, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to show our love, man. You know, actually love in our words. Put the money where your mouth is, man. You know what I'm saying? You've taken the money that you claim that you love so much and go give it to who? Give it to BMW, man. You love Germans, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give your money to Sony and Panasonic because you love Japanese,
But Antoine, we don't sell anything. Black people, we don't have any product. We don't even sell yam.
Right, but Exandi is selling something. And Exandi is giving you the first step in the door.
No, referring to the cars and stuff like that. We don't sell cars. We don't make cars. We don't make iPads and all these things. We don't make any product.
But we sell here.
Yeah, all right. We sell here, so.
The people in my buy bleaching cream, now we sell bleaching cream. I mean, I don't like it, but I'd rather they buy from we than they buy from them.
Quite so, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's just because I love my people. And I hope other people, our people love one another the same way. But we cannot try to get it from someone who's trying to kill us slowly or don't care about our health when they sell us these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at least now, Exandi can now say, you know what? We love Jamaican people, so we rather use this bleaching cream than that bleaching cream, because this one, me is to kill people, and this one don't kill my people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when, you know, the drugs come from them fine places, them Middle Eastern places, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they don't care about us. They don't care about what we use in the pasta.
I just want to give you something to use.
They just want something to sell with, no matter if they kill me. But at least now, it is swine like Exandi. At least she will care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she has been walking in a community that says people are buying things from she. And she knows that anything go wrong, she responsible.
Quite so.
When time the Indian them are selling things, and so mess up, them fly back down to Pakistan or wherever them come from.
Can't even find them, all of them look alike.
Yeah, man, them say, the hell with them Jamaicans, man. Because my money done gone.
Straight up.
We can't do that. We gonna be responsible for our actions.
Alright,
People like to know that we're safety is concerned.
we leave we leave this for the time being. Keep it locked, though. Call again if you need to, yeah? During the conversation.
Yeah, man, you don't know that.
Straight up, mad move. That was New York City right there logging into the program. So we're getting some international call on the topic. The topic is Sister Exandi's hair care products in Lewisham Shopping Center. I haven't even spoken to her that I'm going to be talking about her shop on the air. She's getting enough exposure today. I think I'll have to go check her.
Pastor, them a talk about buy this and buy that and hear this and hear that. If you go in on the black shop and see the product for £20, call it £20 then, and you go in on the Indian man and see it for £10, which one you gonna buy? Let me tell you something. People spend their money, people spend what they have. They don't spend, me don't spend what me don't have.
That's the point. I told you that people gonna go for the bargain price.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm sexy as ever, mama. How you doing?
Oh, that's good. Good afternoon.
Can you please speak up a little bit though, Black Beauty? Speak up a little bit, please.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Perfectly, mama. Perfectly.
Okay. Yes, the lady that just talked, I agree 100% what she said.
Yeah.
I believe that, you know, we should all support black businesses everywhere we go. Here in Rochester, New York, most of the hair shops are by Arabs or the Chinese people.
Yeah.
You do have a couple of black hair stores, but their products and everything that they have is so expensive, and it's not like people are cheap. You just have to be frugal. I mean, it's just like she said. You're not gonna say if you can get the same hair for $10, why would you go to the black hair store and pay $20, $25? They should realize that themselves. They're not gonna pay it either. The same black people that have their stores, guess where they buy their products from? From the Arabs and the Chinese, because they're not gonna pay that kind of money. So why would you even put it in that price where people are not going to support you? It's the same way with mom and pops, Jamaican stores. They know that certain products we can't get, so they make the prices high. They have Aki for $14.99, and here there's another supermarket selling it for $7.99. Where
accurate, the $7.99 shop.
$7.99. So black people need to realize, yes, we want to support you, but don't sit there and make the prices high where we can't afford it, where we can't support you. You have to think smart. I know everybody has to eat and stuff like that, but you can't make it hard for your own folks either. We want to support you, but don't sit there and try to extort them. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know about this lady. I saw the video and stuff like that. I understand her situation, but you have to work with the
customers.
I mean, yeah, you got to work with them. That's why we have here where you can price match. So if I go into Sears and want to buy a washer and dryer for $4.99, I'm going to price match and see who got it cheaper, and then go into that store and say, look, I see this, I have this ad saying that it's person $4.99. Guess what? They got it to me cheaper. So now I got me a cheaper washer and dryer for the same thing.
Hey,
smart. That's what
price match.
Saying, you know. Yeah, price match your stuff. Right. I mean, don't stretch your own people. For real.
All right, sister.
That's my comment.
Thank you very much, and please call again if you need to.
I will.
Shung shang shing. That was Sister Black Beauty over there in Rochester, New York City.
Parasha from the I.S.U.P.K. Alright, yeah, I just heard like the past few comments, and you know, like regarding them saying that, well, in a black shop it would cost a lot. Now, why are we only thinking that way? Anybody else, they wouldn't care if it would cost a lot from their own. Regardless of that, they're going to support their own. For instance, if you were selling egg fried rice for like £1, that Chinese man, he's not gonna go to you regardless. He's gonna go to his own because he wants to see his people get rich. He wants to see them live in a nice house, have a nice car, but it's only us that have that slave mindset of, well, basically in yours it costs a lot. So now basically I would rather go and build up someone else's economy. That mindset there is not right. And you know what I mean? We can't be thinking in that way because nobody else is not thinking in that same way like us. So that's not an excuse to say, well, in a black shop it costs a lot. Now, the reason why in a black shop it would cost a lot is because it's harder for them to get those products. That's why they have to raise it up. But guess what though? If we was to support them, then eventually those prices could come down. But because we don't, that's why they have to sell it at the rate that they do. So we can't be having a mindset of, well, you know, I'd rather go to them because they will sell it half the price, you know what I mean? We can't be making an excuse to basically take our spending economy and we're dividing it amongst everyone else. You know what I mean? So we can't be using that. It's wrong. Yeah, that's right.
We think on the short term,
yes,
growth.
I believe so too. I heard that the lady in Lucia, she's not just selling here, she's very competitive because she has a wholesale. She used to do wholesale when she was at another shop, but now she is working from on here. She just sell it, but it's because of the fact that she's competitive. If me or you should open a hair shop, I heard that we won't have a problem because we're not competitive enough. We don't have a stockpile of hair. But I heard that this lady is up there with it. So if she's selling her hair at a high price, I think she should cut it slightly and be more competitive in the sense of prices, not with the stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the customers.
yeah, true. Like, don't get me wrong. I do understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, we're looking at it at the wrong way. Instead of saying, well, it costs a lot, look at it as I'm trying to support my own. Yes, it does cost a lot now, but there will come a time where she will make enough that basically where the price, it won't be a lot. We're looking at it very short term, but in the long run,
I think we need to compromise with, because some of us will go there and support her, and some of us will be timid in the price. Well, when them over that way, get them used to coming to your shop for the product, and then maybe you have to slightly put up on the price or whatever, but they're got in their subconscious to come to your place. So there's many ways to do it, you know?
Yeah, it's true, but at the same time, we gotta look at it as, look, you're black like me, and I want to support you. Don't get me wrong, yeah, of course, you know, we work hard, we got rent to pay. So I mean, of course, I do understand where people are coming from, but what about just the basic fact of you're black like me? I know it costs a lot now, but I want to see you do good. You know what I mean? That also comes into play as well. Yeah, so I mean, like, that was the point that I was making, that, yeah, you know what I mean, it might cost a lot, but what about just the basic things of you're black like myself, and, you know, we need to spend amongst one another. Sometimes, you know, we get a bit complicated where, like, if you look at the so-called Arabs, they're not thinking if it costs a lot. They're thinking of, look, you are my brother, let's keep the money amongst us. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean?
It wasn't brought up that way. That is the problem. That is the problem, the stem of the problem, what is affecting us now. It wasn't brought up like that. These people, they were brought up like that. You know what I mean? So they still have that quality in them to support their own. But we don't have that.
Yeah, it's true, because I'm not like, through slavery, that made us have that mindset of, you know what I mean, basically we look to help everyone else accept us. We love everyone else accept us, and you know what I mean, we have to now unwind that, because, you know what I mean, it is affecting us big time, to where, you know what I mean, we're making them rich and basically we're poor.
And they continue to be rich.
That's right.
Thank you, brother.
Alright, cool.
Let's keep this. Shit. That's from the UPK, brother.
They continue to be rich. Sure. Alright, thank you, brother. Call again if you need to. Yes, sure. That's Mr. from the UPK, brother officer there. UPK.
Yeah, man, this is the I.S.U.P.K out of New York City, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I.S.U.P.K means Israelite School of Practical Knowledge, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, man, we have a website, I.S.U.P.K, and we can check us out, man. We're the artist thing on YouTube right now, man, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to let you know, anybody talking about them is willing to go buy to a less price, let's say $20 and the enemy has said $10. I want to let you know, anybody will say that out to them mouth, and they must have treated to their race and a better. And that's what I want to make you know.
Say it again. Say it again.
You want to trade to your race, man, if you're willing to go sell a pop with $10, man. You know what I'm saying? All people that try to think, complain about price too high, brother. You're not going to complain about liquor price too high, brother. Nobody complain. Instead of we are poor man Adidas, you're going to go buy Gucci, you're not complaining about Gucci price too high and Louis Vuitton price too high. You're going to shop at Harrods, brother. You know what I mean? And they will complain about price too high. Selfish man, you know what I mean?
General Scott. Very powerful argument you just making, because really and truly, I don't hear nobody complaining they're buying these expensive liquor that they sell for £29 in the shop, for £70 and £80 in the party.
You know what I mean? But all people don't know the fundamentals of business, you know, and economics. I mean, the only reason why Mr. Habibi, man, or Mr. Mahmoud, or Mr. Ahmed can sell so low, I mean, Mr. Patel, because they have to understand how the business work. We only sell the price when we can afford, right? Because we have to buy at a certain price and sell it for a little profit to keep our store open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to pay the store fee. I mean, they don't understand the fight, you know. You have to understand that next Sunday is you. You, Mr. Listener,
you're gonna need your people to rally around you and support you and buy from you.
And I'm sure they would love the support, you know what I mean? But if you're thinking like that now, that means everybody is not gonna support you just like how you are thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Quite so.
Yeah, man.
Quite so, brother. Thanks for the call, brother.
Right, so, hold on.
Okay.
But people are talking all the price is too high. Isn't it? But they need to understand the art. Big side is a wholesaler. This is India man there. Them man is a wholesaler better. That's why they can get it so low, isn't it?
The money wholesaler for the wholesaler.
And that they need to realize that they put it on ship to reach up. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So now when we look at it now, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Sanjay try to get it. We need to know, say, yo, our money needs to go for Sanjay. Because like when Officer Parashia bring out, Officer Parashia, right?
Yeah.
He might try to tell you, say, yo, you can get more business for your people if you stick to your people, because no matter how see the price, they don't see they have a store like Epson have a store. None of them Indian not go buy go to see a store, isn't it?
Just like how we have never seen a Chinese in a Jamaican food shop.
Alright then. And Chinese people love Jamaican food. Oh, you know that? Because them guys Jamaican and buy it. Or they make it themselves.
But all of us are always, I need to get some Chinese. Let's go get some Chinese. And them stupidness there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and then when our price is too low, what them say about when our price is too low? They say, no man, so much wrong with it.
You know?
If we reach up our price, they say our price too low, so much wrong with it, man. Our heart here. But that Indian Remy, man, the weave is Indian Remy. That means they come up with money head, isn't it? The rest of them matter about our heart here.
No, yeah, don't violate the rest. Don't violate no one, you know, because...
No, one they call it, man, isn't it?
Okay.
If I let the people know what time it is, man. We all a family in this, isn't it?
Straight up.
You have to treat out your house first before you try to treat out somebody else, boy, isn't it?
Straight up.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
I.S.U.P.K, yeah?
Alright, my brother. Shalom. I.S.U.P.K. Okay, straight up.
I.S.U.P.K, yeah, man.
Sunshine. This is not...
Good afternoon, Pastor, brother. How about, brother?
I hard hair.
Yeah, naturally. You know, from Sunday, when you hear the topic, I'm listening to the lyrics on the thing and all of that, though. You know what I mean? But when I listen to the show, you got the IR to the car before you take the break.
Yeah.
You understand? She know exactly what I'm going. So when I say she have a bigger view from what I'm going.
She's a real empress.
You got the youth them when I talk and all of that. But you know, where I say now?
Yeah.
When I say black people, not for our business. I mean, I say the lady in a lotion, not for do I think as a good thing that. Them thing that I show a good example to the public. But you know, you see when a person understands certain business and they're not taught to run their own business, because from the beginning till now, it's an Afro-Caribbean, but the word Afro-Caribbean still means Africa, you getting it?
Yeah.
You getting it? So when we talk about Africans, so we talk about black people.
Quite so.
Yeah, you understand? So, big up the lady we are trying to run our thing, but the black people must understand this. We were not taught for own things, to make for own things and all of that. And we were brought here as consumers, Bridget. See? You see, every man where I got talk, you see, in the history we live in, if a man go check back Booker T. Washington, check back Marcus Garvey, well, we black people need to know it's a full time then, so we unite and do things in a oneness. Just like how the man then can weave here, black people can do that too. We can make cars too. We can do every single thing what everybody is doing for themselves, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
So our time for wake up to get a mercy and feel a unity or a nation of people who can do things to one another. Teach you them to come do this and teach you them to come do that and be self-reliant, just like what the Asian man are doing it. That's why my pressure is lady, innit?
Yeah.
Because the lady have an idea what I go on in a film thing and I try to break in. But we don't know how big this lady thing is, you know, we don't know how she get her here, we don't know what price she getting it at and all of this part. That's how we can't really say she is too expensive and too dear, innit?
Yes, fireman.
But in reality, black people are any person at all like a bit of bargain. And that's the
Really?
If we want our people to come buy from we have to start out our things to see them can get the bargain.
Definitely, because really and truly, it's good to support your own, but in this economy, what you gonna do?
Exactly my point. What we need to do so we self burden. You know, people can make our own shoes though.
I think so. There's a man in another way that makes
from
clocks.
America, the youth from America we attack. You can go read Booker T. Washington, you know, and read about Tuskegee and all of these things. Where a black, half mixed race man away him want to. Still, innit? So if we install these teachings in our children now and start £1 together, $1 from all over and build a united nation of African people. But you know, some people wake up and start talk about it and start talk about that when there's a bigger picture to see.
Yes, my brother.
You see where I come from?
Sure.
A full time we stop fighting and start talk about it.
Yeah, man. Just a reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And I mean, we are in every major city in America right now, from Hawaii, and now we have a school growing in Birmingham, England, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the reason why we call it Israelite School, because we have the topic that bring up more and more about Africa and slavery mentality. So why business don't work out for we, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have to understand that Africa is not here to problem what we have. You know what I mean? Africans them fine, man. I mean, Africans don't need your love, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to love ourselves, man. You know what I mean? Africans them left Nigeria, Ghana, Monday morning by Tuesday evening. Them is the bank manager of NatWest, Virgin.
Yeah.
Them is the bank manager of Barclays and HSBC.
Yeah.
I mean, we are not in the same problems like they are, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I'm about to break everybody's heart right now, man. You know what I mean?
Please do it.
But the truth is, right, there's a reason why there's a whole lot of, why we are all over the country right now. We are even in prisons, Virgin. We have an Israelite group of the I.S.U.P.K in prison, in three major prisons in America right now, not to teach our people this.
Yeah.
Big secret that they keep against me, isn't it?
Yes.
That black people in America and black people in Jamaica and the Caribbean and Brazil, we are not Africans, man. I mean, black people in Caribbean and America and South America, we are not Africans.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that we are a separate people, different from the Africans, them, isn't it? Just like how we are not the Arabs, you have the Arabs in North Africa origin. And them black in that, them black like tar origin. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But you don't call yourself Arab, and you don't call yourself a Moor, you don't call yourself a black Arab. The same way you look for the Nigeria them, and them don't look like us because we are not them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We do not face the same problem as them. Isn't it?
So what are we exactly?
We are the original people of Israel. And I mean, you know, right now you have a people that call themselves Jew. We just reached in the 1940s that said them is people of Israel. White people is not no Jew. Isn't it? We are the original in our business. That's why they must fight over the land. Because we were there. So now we fled into Africa when the Romans and they tried kill we off in 70 AD. We fled into Africa.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So we're fleeing in Africa now.
Okay.
And this is what they try to hide from them, because then they want to put you in a slavery. So when they catch up with we, you know, then get the Africans, then we know the land better than the white man. The white man never bring an army from Africa to come catch we. Isn't it? How did we
get caught? How did we get caught? By who did we get caught?
They got caught by the Africans. That's why they call it a slave trade, because a trade is when you're buying and selling a purchase, a product, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something. The trade where someone is buying and selling. So if the white man come and buy you, who they sell you?
The Africans.
Because you have to understand, because people don't agree with this, because people don't look at it. They don't look at the features of the African and the spirit of the African. They may not like us, man. I don't see no African within 100 meter sprint like that. I don't don't see an African Ronaldinho, Bridget. Where is the African Serena Williams? Where is the African Mike Tyson, the African Mayweather, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are a different people from the Africans, Bridget.
But we just have the same complexion.
We have the same complexion as the dark-skinned Pakistani them.
True.
We have the same complexion as the Aboriginal Australian.
True.
Skin color is not. You don't look at someone and say, oh, he might be because they're the same color. That is a slave mentality that we're talking about.
Quite
See,
so.
you want to go. The Indian people, I try to beat out ex-Sunday. They miss dark-skinned Bridget.
Yeah.
They are dark-skinned Indians. And we is not them. They smell different than us, man. Nigerians smell different from us, Bridget.
Break it up, brother. Break it down. Break it down, bro. For real talk.
Yeah, man, I try to make them know that, man. Yeah, and that's why we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, bringing the truth of our identity, because the rest of them bring up the problem is our identity. Trying to be an Ethiopian is not your identity, man. I mean, when we go to Africa, yeah, them welcome you to Africa because you bring that nice money, man. I mean, them worship money, them pray to them voodoo gods the money and that. The tourists will come and bring them money and you with the tourists. And when your money done, they want it out of them country, Bridget. You can go ask anybody who try to live there. All the people that we go to Africa say them, oh, we go back to Pan-Africanists.
Yeah.
Africans, when you try to live them and they shun them, man, they say, you is not us, man, go back to Jamaica. And let them tell you, the Jamaican, they will try to move kind of Ethiopia from I.S.U.P.K, come to Jamaica. They go back to Jamaica, them don't like us, Bridget.
See?
Just like how the Africans, them, come to England. Them can gather with one another, you know. Them will gather with different tribes with one another and be friends. But they don't gather with you. Because they know something that you don't. They know that you is not them. You understand?
And you got a strong point there, young man. Very strong point. Because I've noticed that. Kick knowledge. Don't say a word. Keep kicking knowledge and we're going to listen. Shung Shang Shing. CITYLOCK Let's try to take a next call and play some songs. The church is a universal church. Honey church, but on a Wednesday, we talk about anything. Okay? As a matter of fact, any day we talk about anything. Yes, this is crazy.
Yeah, Shalom. Hello. Yeah. I just heard about the part that we're not from Africa. You know what I mean? Like one thing that I've come across is that if you read books like about the early 1800s, even like many scholars knew that we was not Africans. They understood that we actually migrated through to the west coast of Africa, if you know what I mean. So like, it's nothing that's unbelievable, and like it's nothing that you can't find out as well. Like, you know what I mean? With some research, that even comes out that, you know, we was in their land, and obviously us being amongst them, we was more vulnerable. That's why we was rounded up and sold on those auction blocks, because obviously we're on a land that isn't ours. But if I could, I have a reference, you know what I mean? If like people would like to look it up, because you know what I mean, we're not just saying this off our own mind. It's out of a Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. You can read out the definition of Ham. Now, for those that don't know, out of the Bible, Ham, he's the so-called father of the Africans. Now, even scholars had an understanding that we was not from Ham. If you can say and read that for me.
Zondervan Bible Dictionary, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Now, a progenitor means a dad of. So now he's a progenitor of the dark people. Read on.
Not the Negroes.
What did it say?
Not the Negroes.
So even scholars understand that we are not from Ham. You know what I mean? We are not of them. Dark skin doesn't determine who you are. It doesn't determine what background you are from. You know what I mean? You got Koreans, Japanese, Thailand. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You can easily know, well, okay, he's not of them. You got French, Polish, you know what I mean, and etc. Now, yeah, they all share the same color. Yeah, they share the same color of skin, but that doesn't make them the same people. If you understand, you know what I mean. So, like, you know what I mean, like, so off what the brother said, you know, just to expound upon it, that you know what I mean, like, this is also found in books as well. You know what I mean. It's not just something that he's just saying off his opinion. You understand?
Yeah. Okay. We got some voice note. We'll keep some voice note and see what somebody's got to say.
Okay, then, brother.
Thank you, officer. Straight up. I see.
Yeah. Okay. We got some voice note. We'll kick some voice note and see what somebody has got to say.
Okay, brother.
Thank you, officer. Respect. Straight up. I see that the church is hot. The church is totally on fire, and we are learning a lot today about our history.
African is true. We have to define ourselves. And to be honest, the Africans are different from us. And the Africans, especially that live in this country, what I know, they get on with one another better than us. And they support each other. You hear me? We are not African. I don't know what breed. I can't break it down. But we are a different species. And trust me, me agree with the brother, you know. But it's just us within our own community. We need more. And to be honest, one thing with the African, put them in, no matter how ugly them is, they medicated, you know. That me I tell her. So we need to educate our youth. Yeah, and more grounded and support one another. Yeah, we need to support each other and stop look scapegoat, oh, we're African and this and that. Bloody hell, we need to start in our own community. That's the problem.
Yes, Officer Karate from the I.S.U.P.K. Yeah, just want to comment about the sister and her shop. Like, it's disrespectful that an Indian man can look a black woman in the eye and tell her not to go to your own people, but come to me. It's like, that's how low we become, that another nation can come out boldly and say, listen, don't go to your own black man, but come to me. You know what I mean? It shows how deep people think so less of us. And then before us black people come together and go, you know what, let's put our money together, man. Let's build up our shops. We're talking about stupid things like prices for crying out loud, when the bigger issue is that these Indian men are trying to shut us down. You get me? And then you got our own people trying to lock down our own black businesses. When what these Rastaman need to do is go out there and stop these drug dealers. You know what I mean? Shut them down. Don't shut down black people business. This business can help a sister feed her them, feed their kids, put money in our community. And the one thing that we do have, they want to shut that down as well. So our people need to come together. You know what I mean? Regardless of if you're a Rasta, we're all the same bloodline. You know what I mean? When 9/11 happened, white people came together, regardless of if they was Christian, regardless of what if they were Christian or Muslim or whatever politics division they had amongst each other, they came together. And in times like this, black people are worried about stupidness like weave and blah de blah and Rastafarianism. You know what I mean? We're right about now, we need to link together. You know what I mean? If you used to do something to an Indian man, whether it's Muslim or Hindu, they're gonna come for black people. We know this. You know what I mean? I'm from Birmingham, where we've had proper race riots and so forth, and I've seen the Indian man come together. And us as black people, there's any way we can break off and divide, we do that. You know what I mean? But as I said, man, it's disrespectful that an Indian man thinks so cheap of us that he can go to a black woman and say, listen, don't go to your own people, but come to me. You think you can go to Chinatown and tell a Chinese man, listen, don't go to that Chinese shop, I got a China shop around the corner, come to me, he'll laugh in your face, regardless of how low the price is, regardless of how good it tastes. So I want to say that anyway. I.S.U.P.K, Officer Craft, yeah? I want to elaborate on the back of that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Quickly, we are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge coming out of One West Harlem. If anybody want any more information, they go to ISUPK.com or go on YouTube, I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? We have a school in Birmingham. You understand that? I.S.U.P.K giving you knowledge about yourself, available, and anytime you need it, we have all the evidence and proof to back up what we say.
You done heard 1,000 times before that there's no history of the Israelites ever being in Egypt, right? What if I told you that I found the city of the Hebrews in Egypt, hidden in plain sight? And I'm going to bring it out at the Passover. This Passover 2016.